May is Better Speech and Hearing Month, so we have Dr. Elizabeth LeMaire with ACI Hearing and Balance Center sharing a few tips on hearing loss and even potential ways to prevent hearing loss. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, let's talk about some of the easier things that on a day-to-day basis we can do to maybe help prevent some future hearing loss.
So there are a lot of causes of hearing loss. Some medical causes of hearing loss include blood pressure issues, cardiovascular issues, diabetes. Those can affect the inner hair cells within our inner ear, which in turn causes hearing loss. So following your doctor's recommendations, having a good diet, exercise can all reduce your risk of hearing loss. Loud noise exposure is also a cause of hearing loss that is entirely preventable.
Mm-hmm. And what if someone has, a hobby or a job where they are exposed to loud noises often? What can they do in those situations to protect themselves?
We would recommend using hearing protection in the form of earplugs or ear muffs. Mm-hmm. For those that have tried earplugs and don't find them comfortable or feel like they don't fit them properly, we would recommend considering the use of custom hearing protection, which can be made by an audiologist. They can ensure that the device fits in the ear well and is comfortable. Hearing protection reduces the overall sound level, making it much more comfortable to the ear when you're in that environment. Practicing safe listening exercises as well can also reduce your risk of hearing loss. Most smartphones, smartwatches have built-in settings that we can adjust and reduce and limit the overall output of that device. There are even some smartwatches and smartphones that will alert you to let you know when you're in an unsafe environment.
Now, as far as some signs that we can look for that we may be starting to experience some hearing loss, what are some of the bigger signs?
Difficulty understanding what people are saying, especially in the presence of a noisy environment, can be a very good indicator that there's probably a hearing loss present. Turning up the volume on the television or the radio to a level that's not very comfortable to others in the room could be another sign. Asking people to repeat themselves or feeling like I can hear, I just can't understand what people are saying can also indicate that there's probably a hearing loss present. Experiencing tinnitus or buzzing, hissing, buzzing in the ears or ringing in the ears can also be a sign that there's damage in the inner ear resulting in a hearing loss.
An ACI Hearing and Balance Center, that's where we can make an appointment for a hearing test if you are experiencing some of these signs of hearing loss, or even if you need some custom hearing protection, that's an option as well from the audiologist, again, at ACI Hearing and Balance Center. Again, May is Better Speech and Hearing Month, so we want to make sure we are protecting ourselves and helping you guys out with these tips as well. We'll be back next week with some more for you guys. Thanks for joining us.